So, hello and welcome back. How are you guys? I hope everybody is doing good. I figured we would have a little chit chat video. I never know if people like these or not, but you know what? It's kind of just what I like doing most, not all, but most Sundays. Just check in, let everybody know what's going on. It's been it's been a week. It was funny because we had, I think, 2 days with sun. It was still kind of snowing, but it was sunny. And then I woke up this morning and it has been snowing all day. And it's not even the pretty snow. I get so deeply offended by boring, ugly snow. It's that baby fine, like you can barely even see it. I call it snizzle because it looks like when it's drizzling outside, except you go outside and it's actually all snow. Could be worse. I guess if it were big fat flakes of snow, it would be prettier, but it would probably accumulate more because I think we've only gotten, maybe 3 or 4 inches over the course of the day. It's still doing it. I have no idea how much snow we're going to end up with, and I did not shovel it yet. With a put a little caveat in that I did shovel a little bit, but I didn't shovel everything just because I was busy today. In fact, I'm surprised that I'm not in a official food coma right now because we went over to the neighbors and had our about once a month big dinner that we do over at the neighbors, and it was delicious. It really was. I made a pork butt and just did pulled pork out of it, which pulled pork is so easy and it's so good. And I usually do barbecue, which is what I did today, but I was thinking about it. I might do a teriyaki pulled pork and do it with rice soon because pork is cheap, beef is expensive, pork is even cheaper than chicken, I think, at this point. So anytime I see pork butt on sale, I buy like 3 of them and stick them in the freezer. It's absolutely worthwhile. And it's funny because I think I bought a 2 or 3 pound pork butt and it was $7. And we ate on that tonight. And then I took home leftovers. So I'm having pulled pork again tomorrow. I'll just make it with some different sides, but it was a lot of fun. And then we sat around and watched it was some sort of a Warhammer video that was from some secret archives. I don't know. My neighbor has all of the channels and all of the streaming services, so he was like, we'll just watch this." So we watched that and it was cool. And then we watched something with Dungeons and Dragons, which was even cooler because dragons are always cool. And then we slowly stomped our way back home. I'm really glad that the neighbor that we have dinner with all the time only lives 2 houses away, because that was why I told you to put a pin in the shoveling thing, because I'm not gonna drive my car to go 2 houses down. That's stupid. But I also didn't want to have to walk all the way out to the road and then down to their driveway and then all the way back down their driveway, because that also seemed like not that much fun. And it seemed like the pork would probably be cold by the time I got there. So I went out, well, the cheesy garlic rolls were cooking, and I shoveled a path between our houses, which took longer than I wanted it to because the snow's about a foot deep, maybe a little bit more than a foot deep out there, but I got it done, which made getting over to their house and getting back so much easier. So I'm glad I did it. But it just reminded me that tomorrow I'm probably going to have to do that times 200 because it's still coming down. In fact, I might take you guys out and we'll go look at the dumb snow. It could be worse. It could be much worse. It could be a lot deeper, or the power could go out. That would be bad. So I'm not gonna complain right now. It's just snowy, and I know it's gonna be a lot of work digging out tomorrow. Unless it just stops right now, but it's not supposed to stop until tomorrow afternoon, I think. And then according to Ryan Hall on the Ryan Hall Y'all YouTube channel, we're supposed to get like a day or two of clear weather and then another snowstorm. And then a day or two of clear weather and then another snowstorm. And I think all of the snow that was holding off through November and early December is going to come in the spring. Boo hiss. It's like as soon as February's over, I'm always ready for it to be spring. And the cold reality is, at least here where I live, spring doesn't really show up until late April or early May. And even then we can still get frost. So I wouldn't change it though. I do love where we live. It's a beautiful area, and I'm very appreciative of it. Also, I was trying to do a potential craft. We'll have to see how it works. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how to do it, but it's because of my good friend Smokey Steve Mark. Mark was doing another craft, and then he popped this picture of all sorts of different flowers made out of toilet paper rolls, and I was like, I still have a lot of those. So I've been experimenting making flowers out of toilet paper rolls, and I'm kind of hoping that maybe after Valentine's Day, I'm going to change the background into a field of flowers, because I'm ready for a change and I'm ready for things to look a little bit more spring-like, which is why I have these fake flowers. They're not real, but they're pretty, and they give me a little bit of happiness to just have some little flowers around. This is the time of year when my mind is just thinking, I want summer. Well, maybe not summer. I want spring. I want to be able to start a garden. I've been planning out in my mind the things that I want to plant this year and where I want to plant them, and the fact that I think I want to make another raised bed to go along with the big raised bed I made 2 years ago. I was like, I'm thinking, honestly, I'd like to make 2 more and a little bit lower so I can have like a little U-shaped raised bed out there. I think that would be really cool. And then I could do like herbs in one and then rotate the rest of the garden stuff around the other one. It's a thought. I mean, it's always a thought. It's one of those in the back of my mind. We'll see if I actually get it done this year. So how the heck are you guys doing? Do you have any grand plans? Are you still in winter doldrums like I am? It's so funny. This is also the time of year when I'm out walking and meet any of the neighbors that are up here, because there aren't very many people that stay year-round on the lake. I think there's me, the neighbor 2 doors down, I think 3 more families going around that way, 2 or 3 people on the other side of the lake, and maybe 1 more on the other side of me. And that's it. There's probably less than 15 people that stay year-round on the lake. So whenever I meet them, I'm always like, hey, how's it going? How y'all doing? And this is the time of year when they're all like, yeah, I'm going to Florida next week, or I'm going to Arizona. And I'm like, yeah, I can see the desire to escape at least a little bit of the worst part of winter. It's not even that it's that much colder or anything. It's just by February and March, you're just tired of cold weather all the time. And you start just longing for a little bit of sun and a little bit of heat, and then you can come back. I don't think that's me, though. I mean, I kind of would like to escape, but I hate driving in this, and I also really hate flying. So I just put up with it and whine to you guys about it. Anyway, let's go out and see how much snow we've got. That's not snow, that's Parky. He's like, why are you holding that thing in front of me? You're supposed to stand still so I can take your picture. Silly kitty. All right, let's go find the snow. I mean, it could be worse. You can see it falling. This is how it's been falling all day. See what I mean? It just kind of looks like snizzle. I've scraped off the porch 4 times. You can see the parts of the porch that I haven't bothered to scrape off because I just didn't want to. And yeah, it hasn't accumulated too much, which is good. It's just been very, very steady. I kind of really wish that it was big, pretty snowflakes because I keep thinking that I'd like to film the snow falling outside in the lights at nighttime. But I want it to be big, pretty, like the goose down looking snowflakes. And that's just not what we've been getting today. Anyway, I'm going to go back inside and I am going to enjoy my food coma because I ate good and now I'm ready to just kind of chill out and maybe go to bed early tonight. Maybe. Anyway, hit the thumbs up if you don't mind on your way out. It does always make me smile, and I'll see you guys later.